Dear friends, today I like to present a radio program about our relation with little animals, and there will be much silence in this program because most of the animals in the wilderness, they like to communicate with us, but we have to be very quiet. If we are too fast, they disappear. We have to talk to them with the voice of the heart. And we can say a lot, words that you cannot hear, but we can feel. And I'm sure these animals can feel the voice of the heart too. Because we have a real connection with the magic of the earth. And harmony, if you believe it or not, it is still alive inside us somewhere. And for that, I like to play one of my, maybe one of the best songs that I have ever written, called Voice of the Heart. When I listen to you, hear so much, too many words from a world which is old now, from a world which is old now. We've got a real reconnection with the magic of the earth. Harmony is still alive inside, still alive inside. Hey little bird, petit lézard, and all the trees speak the language of the heart. Hey little bird, hey petit lézard, and all the trees speak the language of the heart. Love, we will say more and more, words that you cannot hear, but all of you will feel very soon, will feel very soon. Wisdom of the universal heart. In this silence there is all, and all of you will feel very soon, feel very soon. Hey little bird, hey petit lézard, and all the trees speak the language of the heart. Hey little bird, hey petit lézard, and all the trees speak the language of the heart. Language of the heart. Language of the heart. Yes, here in this song I sing about Le Petit Lézard. I think it's in the English language lizard or something like that. In France they say Petit Lézard. It's a beautiful animal. here in Holland and in France, there are, yes, many of them. But if you sit in silence, they will come to you, and it is very special when they look in your eyes. I have a lot of experience with these little animals, and some of them, they sit on my shoulder, even when I drive a car. Yes, it's very special, and I have a lot of pleasure with these animals. What we need is, for this kind of experience, silence and be patient. And the next song is about a very silent afternoon, and I sit just in the shadow in a very old chair outside in the garden. I read a part of the song for you. In this silent afternoon, and the soft wind is moving the trees, it opens the pages of a book. In this silent afternoon, I feel the trembling of the earth and the plants. All the birds are quiet now, in this silent afternoon. In this silent afternoon, I close my eyes and I feel the balance between God and nature in this silent afternoon. I'm a passenger in the world where the sky is gray and blue in this silent afternoon. And the animals are looking at me. I will listen to them all in this silent afternoon. Silent afternoon, soft wind is moving the trees, opens pages of a book. In this silent afternoon, in this silent afternoon, I feel the trembling, the earth and plants. All the birds are quiet now. In this silent afternoon, between God and nature in this silent afternoon. In this silent afternoon, I'm a passenger in the world where the sky is gray and blue. In this silent afternoon, silent afternoon, animals are looking at me. I will listen to them all in this silent afternoon. By the way, the female singer that you hear is a Dutch singer. Her name is Nelleke, and if I'm well, they have in the past a very big international hit in the USA too. I thought the name of the song was Una Paloma Blanca. We continue. My name is Paul Vens, and I'm a Dutch composer and singing bowl player. And I love to write little stories about the connection between music and animals. And for the next instrumental piece, I want to go with you in the forest in the evening, just at the moment that the sun disappears and the night falls down in the fields and in the forest. You hear the sound of a bird, and I have listened very often to this sound, and my conclusion is every time there is another accent, a nuance in the voice of this bird, it looks like it's always the same, but it's not. And I'm always unbelievable touched by the sound of this bird. I hope you have a good feeling about that too. Here it is, playing in the fields. Yes, the beauty of the night. And there are a lot of animals in the night. I will talk about that later. My name is Paul Vens, and I'm an independent musician living in Holland, and I'm proud to be an independent musician because it's about the freedom. What I want to say, this is a program for Radio Artists First radio network in the USA, and they have invited me to make some programs, some radio shows for them. There's a lot of noise in the world and a lot of pollution too. We don't want to talk about it now. We want to talk about the beauty of nature and the relation between sound and the nature and the animals. Sometimes I play my music, my guitar or my singing bowls for animals, little animals, and yes, I observe what they do. And I cannot say they have the ambition to give an applause. I don't ask for that too, but I can see somewhere that that you can give them a kind of confirmation, something like that. And here it's more a joke, but I sit here near a little river in France, and something is happening between a bird and the sound of the guitar. Just listen. Yes, the sound of the earth. There is more. I want to tell you a story about the past and the future, because we have here and there, you can expect more trouble in the future because of the Second World War. There are so many things on the bottom of the sea and in the rivers, and someday, because of the development of things, there will be more pollution. And I have a song I've written maybe 10 years ago about this problem. Once I met a man near the riverside, and he looked like a fisherman sitting in the evening sun. I've heard in the village that there were no fish at all swimming in the river since 1944. In 1944, something fell into the river and the water looked blacker than ink, wild like a stormy sea. And at the same moment, all the fish died, and they say today nothing is alive swimming in the river. And the fisherman with faraway eyes said, "I'm not catching fish, I'm only looking to the other side." And you should have seen his face. I'm only looking to the other side. Once I met a man near the riverside, looked like a fisherman sitting in the evening sun. But I heard in the village there were no fish at all say today nothing is alive, swimming in the river. Fisherman with faraway eyes said, I'm only looking to the other side. You should have seen his face. Fisherman was far away, I said, I'm only looking to the other side. You should have seen his face. 1944, something fell into the river, and the water looked blacker than ink, wild like stormy sea. Yes, it's normal. We wake up in the morning and the unbelievable choir of birds is singing for the world, for themselves. It doesn't matter for what, but they are there and we can enjoy the sound of these birds. I thought maybe it's good to give some respect for these little animals, these little birds, and let's sing a song for them. It was I was very happy with this idea, and it is always in my mind when I'm outside in the nature and I hear all these birds singing. I will have a good feeling about this instrumental piece about song for the birds. It's for them.